Hey, now I'm Wit, and what do you get when you cross a world-renowned watch modder with a extremely successful microbrand watch company? You get First Stage watches. I'm about to show you what it looks like inside. Honey Badger don't care. That stuff really works well, though. Yeah, so First Stage is a collaboration between Second Hour Watches and watch modder Jack Hypoxia. And what you get is First Stage. And this is the first offering of possibly many. What they plan to do is take base designs that are popular with modders like the SKX and kind of like reimagine them with custom dials and handsets. And this is the first one, the Shoal Deep, and let's see what's inside. Ha ha! Whoa! Very nice. I've seen this in other colors and wanted to check out this DLC Blackout version. So this is the Shoal Deep, and you see that shark shoal layout on the dial. That is oil pressed. There you go. Look at that. Look at the detail on that. So it's funny, like I didn't recognize a lot of the SKX case in the standard version, the standard steel versus this DLC, but you really can't as much in this DLC. I think just not seeing that polished case, it kind of hides a little, don't you think? But you can't hide that the look of that bezel on top of that case there, right? So this is a 300-meter water-resistant diver. You've got a screw-down crown and case back, and all 316L stainless steel everywhere. The case, the bracelet, the bezel, the links, the closure, case back, etc. And this one has obviously been DLC coated all the way around, completely blacked out. It's got a 120-click unidirectional bezel, and you can get it in this style, which would be a travel time bezel. So you see the 12 hours on there, so you can just set to a different time zone. Or you can get it in a traditional dive bezel. Either way, it's a ceramic bezel insert, and you've got full lume all the way around. I'll show you that in a little bit. And speaking of lume, these indices are applied and lume filled. And look at the handset. See how that's the kind of break between the two lume sections on each of the hour hand and the minute hand? That's pretty cool. And it looks to be like they're beveled. You see that line down the middle of each of them. And a nice white line traveling all the way through the center of each of those indices, really tying it all together so it's not kind of so plain. Very sharp printing on that. I like it. As is the case with First Stage, you see at the top by the 12, their logo and signature. And I'll move the hands a little later, but you see at the bottom you've got Shoal Deep and Automatic. And this is a double-domed sapphire crystal. It's got 6 layers of anti-reflective coating on the underside. And this is running the Miyota 9039. It's a no-date movement. As you see, no-date complication, so you will not have a ghost date position on the crown. It's got 42-hour power reserve, beats at 28,800 vibrations per hour. It's a 4 hertz movement. The accuracy is stated as -10 to +30 seconds per day. At 24 joules and hacking and hand winding. There's our first click, so you see the hacking. Second hand is stopped. I'll move the handset out of the way now so we can get a little look at the print. See if the hand winding is smooth. I'm catching the end of that bezel just a little bit with my big old fat fingers, but other than that, feels good. And let's see, latch down is excellent. So now there's a better look at the printing there on the bottom of the dial. Love that seconds hand. It's not skinny. I like how fat it is. And again with that paddle tip. And that handset is diamond cut. I'll see if I can get you close up to get you a little more detail, but it should be crisp and clean. All right, checking out the bracelet a little now. You see you've got little beads of rice action going on there. Looks a little different with the DLC, but I like it. Female end links, so you've got an immediate droop down of those links. Looks like there's a bit of polish here on the sides, you can see. You've got screw pins, solid links, solid end links, and you've got a fold-over safety latch, and then double pushers, revealing a milled clasp. Oh, somebody left that on. I mean, this is a prototype, but there's no reason for that to be on there. No, maybe there is. It's not going to come off clean for me. Oh, what have I started? I'm going to have to clean that up. Well, that was not fun. I'm having some bad sticker peel mojo lately. But anyway, fully milled scissor clasp, and you've got 6 micro adjusts here. And like I said, double push button. Is that another sticker? No. Okay. I was going to say, who left that on there in the first place? I mean, how many reviewers has this been through and nobody wanted to peel that off? Anyway, then you got the first stage signature and logo on the backside of the clasp as well. Let me release a pin here and I'll show you that case back. All right, now we can see that. First, though, look at that. You can see look how big the crown looks like it sticks out from the side of the case. When you look at it from the bottom, you see from the top here, it doesn't look that big, right? And like I said, when I was grabbing it, I was hitting the side of the bezel here, but that's actually decent. Sticks out quite a bit. Looks like it could use a scrubbing. I'll have to get in there and clean it. Anyway, you see the case back here is embossed with the shark shoal motif. And it's got a little bit of a raise to it there. There you can see. And then other than that, around the case back, you've got automatic movement, water resistant 300 meters, sapphire crystal, and the name of the watch, Shoal Deep. And they did throw in an FKM strap for me to check out as well. I believe this will be an add-on to the Kickstarter. The only difference is I believe it's going to have their branding on the buckle here, whereas right now this one is just sterile. But nice FKM strap. You can see it's got nice breathability and a little bit of ridges for the same. And then a little waffle texture pattern on the top side and smooth lines towards the end of each. And then you've got actually 2 floating keepers, which I love this design because if you have larger wrists and you don't need both keepers, you can take one off. This one is just kind of fixed into this little notch here, you see. So if you didn't need 2 of them, take one off. Otherwise, you've got 2 available to you. One will act as if it's floating, and one will essentially be stationary when it's between those pegs. All right, let's check out some measurements, and then I'll show you the loom. Got a case diameter of 42.4 millimeters, but that does include the edge of the bezel, which you can see sticks out just a touch. They're claiming 0.5 millimeters for the extension of the bezel beyond the case. Nice compact lug-to-lug of 46 millimeters. That's going to fit great on a lot of wrists. You can see it's kind of stubby from north to south. 22 millimeter lug width, and 13.8 millimeters from the case back to the top of the double dome sapphire crystal. And it weighs 182 grams on what I believe to be all links on the supplied bracelet. It's a loom party. Check it out. Nice, crisp, blue BGW9. This is grade A Swiss Super Luminova, and a nice thick application across the handset and the indices on the dial. And then you've got it all the way across the bezel insert as well, on the numerals and on the concentric line that runs between each of those numerals, with the exception of the first 15 minutes. So you can see that relief in the section between the 12, 1, 2, and 3. And now I'm recording this voiceover the day after, and so I can tell you that my overnight test of taking this to bed at night, so you can check out the longevity of the loom overnight, definitely passed. Well readable, clearly right up until the morning as well. So nice and bright, long-lasting loom. All right, I'd like to try this thing on. I'll show what I'm wearing today. First, though, this is the Van Banner PM 2.0. Went with the, you got the DLC Blackout here, so I thought I'd give you this stark white dial as well. Cool watch with this faceted bracelet. You can see a full unboxing. Just check out that video right there. You want to check out more on this with the countdown bezel. Pretty cool, huh? All right, there it is on my 8-inch wrist. Got a little bit of a problem here, though. I don't know. This is a reviewer's watch. It's a prototype, so I don't know if there are some links that are missing or if this is all that it comes with. But I've got an 8-inch wrist and can't quite close it all the way. It'd be really, really tight. So this is what I'll just show you for now. And any info I find out, I'll leave in the description section below. But you can see it's got a great look to it. I love that lug-to-lug length. 46 millimeter. It makes it so comfy and easy to wear for a lot of wrist sizes. Well, I figure since I'm not going to be able to wear it on the bracelet for the review, I might as well put it on that waffle strap. So here it is on that FKM strap. It's a great strap. It's got a nice thick density to it, but very pliable. So good FKM, and definitely has a great look on that DLC case. All right, so how do you get this watch? Well, this launches on Kickstarter on April 21st, and the campaign will last for 20 days. Now, what do you get if you pledge and back them on the Kickstarter project? You'll get one Shoal Deep on the bracelet. This FKM strap is an add-on, so you'll get it on the bracelet, and you can choose your finish, either standard or DLC. And there are 3 color variants. There's this black dial, there's a shallows blue, and a kelp green. This exact model is the DLC Blackout. You'll also get the zip-up hard case that you saw here, just kind of a vinyl case, but you can see it's got a pocket here and room to hold a watch there. You'll also get a screwdriver and spring bar tool warranty card, and you'll get a discount code for 5% off a second hour watch if you support them on the Super Early Bird. And the Super Early Bird prices will be $425 US for the standard finish and $435 for this DLC variation. The full retail will start at $590 when the Kickstarter is all over, and they will be taking pre-orders after the Kickstarter. So if you want the best price, if you're into this watch, the Kickstarter is the place to back them. April 21st is when it starts. So how about the Shoal Deep, the first offering from First Stage Watches, a collaboration between Jack Hypoxia and Second Hour Watches. You got a watch modder and a successful microbrand watch manufacturer. So great things to come from them. This is just the first one. So what do you think of this DLC Blackout version, huh? I like this black dial. Isn't that so cool? You see a little bit of that blue hue on the anti-reflective coating on the crystal there as well. Very nice. Leave your comments down below. I'd love to hear what you think. Or do you like another color variant better? I've seen the shallows blue on a couple other channels, and that's got a great baby blue look to it. And there's also the kelp green. So, yeah, leave your comments. Love to know your thoughts on this, the First Stage Shoal Deep. And I'll catch you in the next video. I'm Whit with so many watches, so little time and money.